Greetings from Slavic Missionary Bible School. I know everyone is dying to hear how the students of 2012 are doing. Well, they have settled in nicely and are getting used to the busy schedule. Let's go ahead and hear what they have to say about jail ministry, visiting the homeless shelter, Trinity Rescue Mission, and street evangelism.
Hey Slavic, how was it like going on the street and evangelizing to people?
First, I think everyone was scared to go out there because we were driving there, everybody's quiet in the car, they're like, oh my god, how are we gonna come up and talk to people? But once we got there, we prayed and we went, and it went pretty well. But expectations, most of the people were afraid to talk to.
What about you personally?
Personally, I thought they would get really defensive, but the guy that we talked to actually turned out to be really nice. He talked to us for like half an hour. At first he asked him if he's Christian, if he goes to church and things like that. He said he believes in God, but he wouldn't go to any local church. So later on we ministered to him, we told him about God's love and ended up praying for him. I got his email, so I'm gonna send him some information that he can come to church.
One experience that I really remembered was a lady was at Subway by herself, and we walked by her once and then a second time, and I felt like I really needed to go talk to her with my partner. And we came up to her and we asked her a few questions. She's like, yes, of course you can talk to me. She believes in God, like most people do. Doesn't go to church though. And we asked her a few more questions and asked her if we could pray for her, and she's like, yes, of course. And we started praying for her, and we kind of felt the Holy Spirit fill her up, and she started crying, and she said that she needed this. She needed this prayer to help her for the day and to help her, to encourage her. So that was a really awesome experience, and it was my first time, so I wish I could do more of this kind of evangelism.
My first time going out, I've never done anything like that before, so it was something new and interesting that I haven't done before. It was good and I liked it.
Do you think you're ready for something like this?
It's hard to expect some questions that people ask you or the way they talk to you. The first guy we came up to, he just sent us off. He didn't want to listen to us, so something like that you can't really be ready for.
Would you do this again sometime?
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Some of the people they opened up to you, they made their, they gave you their own personal time to talk to you, and it was awesome. I'd do it again.
How was the jail ministry?
I would say jail ministry was actually really exciting. It's what I expected. Kind of just telling people about Christ and about Christ's love.
Was it easy talking to the inmates?
Talking to the inmates was pretty simple because they're all juveniles. And they did ask questions that I even had to think about, but with the Lord's help, God helped me. I think the hardest part was actually getting down to their level and seeing where they came from and what their situation in life was.
What I expected was a little bit of like rebellion, some kids, just I don't know, maybe getting into a fight or about something. But honestly, when I showed up, the kids, they were quiet, they were attentive to everything that we were doing. They really listened to the word, and it was a great experience. I encourage that anybody else, they should all go to jail ministries, minister to people in prisons, especially juveniles.
When we walked in, there was something interesting really happened. Like before we walked in there, the guard actually just started yelling at the kids because they were goofing off, but when we got in there, everything changed, the atmosphere and everything. They didn't know what to expect, and then we had this funny looking like play thing that we did, and they were just laughing like really hard. Even the guard sitting over there was laughing. But then after all that laughing and stuff, we actually like, I said this sermon, and I just asked God to help me, and Duh Svetoy, he was just talking through me, I believe, to those kids. And after that, we, split up with the kids, and then it was me and Oleg with 5 guys, and we just started talking to them about Jesus and stuff.
I was pretty nervous because I never done this before. So like until like we went actually there and we did the skit and everything, I was kind of nervous, and I never talked to like people like that because I don't know them. Like they're kind of all in jail. I don't know what they're for there. So I was kind of scared. Like that, I thought I'm gonna have to lead all the conversation, but I was lucky. I got the funny guys. Like they were talking more than I, so it was pretty easy to talk to them. And what they said really important is to when the guys are ready, like I'm funny, because we were funny, and they said it was fun to talk to us and listen to us. But they said previous group or something, like they had weird skit, they didn't get it, and they just wanted to go watch their TV because we're taking their time when they're actually having free time. So I think it's really important for us to get to prepare and be the best out there.
Hey Slavik, what was your favorite part of going to the homeless shelter?
When I went to the homeless shelter, I never done it before, but it's a good way of, you look at the people and you don't, not to judge them, but to like lower yourself to their level. It's a way of how Jesus done it. He lowered himself towards Peter. That's the kind of way I've experienced it myself. So when you talk to them, when you ask them questions, when you make a conversation.
We went to the homeless shelter with a group of 10 people while around there, and we had a great time. We came in and we helped out in the kitchen. We prepared salads, we gave them corn, chicken, pizza, and while they were eating, we decided to give them some entertainment. We did worship with them and they loved it. Towards the end, they didn't even want to let us go. We were walking out and they were like, "You have to come in here, you have to come in here." And we walk in, there's like a whole group of them on stage waiting for us to come in, and they were gonna sing for us. So that was really exciting because we kind of gave them something, and it was, I don't know, you could see it was like a big blessing to them. So I definitely encourage everyone to go and help at the homeless shelter.
My expectations were for it to be a lot cleaner, a lot more organized. I was expecting the cooks to be girls or ladies, and I see all a bunch of guys. So when I come there, when we got there, like I had a really discomfort. I was really uncomfortable. I really didn't feel. But once we started serving the people, it was really nice. Just a lot of them said just your smiles made our days. It was really cool. Just to make someone's day just by cheesing off to them. It was really nice.
As you have heard, sometimes we will be surprised what God can do through us if we step out of our comfort zone. We have some new upcoming events at Slavic Missionary Bible School. We have our first bus trip to Palm Coast. We have our talent show in February and banquet in March. For more detailed information about some of these events, you'll receive in our quarterly newsletter. If you do not receive our newsletter and would like to, you can email us at info@slavicmissionary.org. Blessings to all from SMBS staff, Alina Yurashevich.